Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Power is Now teleconference. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode, but later we will conduct a question-and-answer session, which instructions will be given at that time. If anyone should require audio assistance, you can press star then 0, and an audio operator will assist you. And as a reminder, today's conference is being recorded. And now it's my pleasure to announce your host, Eric Frazier.
Good morning, and welcome to the Power is Now teleconference. My name is Eric Frazier, president of the Orange County Association of Real Estate Brokers and host of the Power is Now teleconference. Thank you for joining the Power is Now today. It's another beautiful day in Southern California and a great day to talk about generating short sales and retail listing leads with Michael Hellickson. More about Michael in just a few minutes. In addition to being the host of the Power is Now, I'm also the branch manager for Wells Fargo Home Mortgage North Orange County markets. Once a week, I conduct this teleconference, but every day I lead a team of mortgage consultants who serve this market in branches throughout North Orange County, and they are the most professional, knowledgeable people you can work with in the industry. We call ourselves a do-it-now team because we work with a sense of urgency, and we really get the job done. Please consider using one of our team members in your next transaction, and you can contact any member of the team on the team website. It's www.thedoitnowteam.com. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your clients, and if you are out of the area, please go to wellsfargo.com/mortgage and get in contact with a local home mortgage consultant, and I promise you will not be disappointed. The phrase, the power is now, suggests that we maximize our potential for success in business and life when we act on information and opportunities now. The present is our future because the future is only a reflection of our past decisions to act now. And we can all recall over the years how our inability to act now robbed us of opportunity. The goal of this program is to help prevent inaction from happening repeatedly through sharing relevant and powerful information every week that you can act on. The Power is Now teleconference is a series of conference calls designed to empower our real estate agent partners to sell more homes, expand their business of buyers and sellers, be well informed about changes in lending, the market, the economy, and government programs that may affect your clients and your business. Please email me at eric.frazier@wellsfargo.com, eric.frazier@wellsfargo.com, and let me know what you think about the teleconference and how the program can continue to support your needs, and we really appreciate your feedback. Today on the call is Michael Hellickson, renegade real estate agent, speaker, coach, philanthropist, Club Wealth founder. He is a world-class coach, and I'm happy he's with us again today. He was with us actually a couple of weeks ago and decided to come back and talk a little bit more about short sales, and I'm really excited that you're here with us today, Mike. Let me give you a little bit of history about Michael Hellickson. He began his real estate career in 1991 and has been among the top 1% of all agents nationally since before he graduated high school. With over 417 short sales and more than 325 REOs in under 10 months, it is no surprise that Michael's skyrocketed to becoming the Washington State's and, in fact, the entire Northwest #1 real estate agent and also one of the top REO brokers in the nation. Additionally, Michael Hellickson is considered by most to be the #1 short sale expert in the world. During his career, Hellickson has spoken to thousands of agents and organizations nationwide and has also been featured on several national television and radio programs, including Glenn Beck, CNBC, The Dave Ramsey Show, and the Fox Business Network, among many other local and regional programs. Hellickson is also the founder and president of Club Wealth Coaching. Hellickson and his team of top-producing coaches mentor and train agents, lenders, servicers, outsourcers, world and community leaders, brokers, and salespersons on various industry worldwide on topics ranging from REOs and short sales to managing your profit and loss and running your business like a sharp CEO. Michael, his wife Tara, and their 2 children make their home in Boney Lake, Washington, where they are active in their church, sports, and outdoor activities, and various philanthropic efforts. Thank you, Michael, for being on the Power is Now teleconference.
Eric, it's an honor. Thank you for having me. I love your group, love being a part of it, and thank you again for the opportunity to come and speak with you today.
Well, it's our pleasure, Mike. The last time you were on the call, you told the audience about some of your coaching with world leaders and about Club Wealth, and we want to hear a little bit more about Club Wealth, but can you tell me some more about Sharp CEO, which is a trademark program of yours?
It is, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of great real estate agents and lenders out there, and bless their heart, there's some people that are doing just a fabulous job in a moderately organized way. Our Sharp CEO program really focuses. Sharp is of course an acronym, and references systems, habits, accountability, residual income, and finally profitability. And I'll tell you that too often those things get lost in a lot of our businesses, and the more that we can focus on those things, the better control we'll have not only of our business but of our life as a whole. So we really encourage people to run their business like a Sharp CEO, and then as that becomes profitable and begins to perform well for them and gives them some of their life back, we like to encourage them to contribute 10% not only of their income, but 10% of their time as well to various charitable and philanthropic interests. Whatever their favorite charity is or whatever their philanthropic interest may be, we like to encourage our clients to go after that and really give back to the world.
Well, I think running your business like a Sharp CEO is important, and I wonder if agents really look at themselves as CEOs of their own business. I mean, perhaps the broker owner does, but the agent is really the CEO of his own business, is he not?
Well, they are, and it's interesting if you really look at it from the way that other companies measure the amount of business they do. We have real estate agents out there doing hundreds of millions of dollars in business every year. If you think about the volume of properties they're selling, and lenders, the same thing. We've got loan officers that are running hundreds of millions of dollars in volume through their shops. And let me tell you, that is a CEO. I mean, whether you're a team of 1 or a team of 40, you are a CEO of a company, and you need to treat it like that. And unfortunately, it's too easy to stay kind of stuck in that mindset of an entrepreneur, which is important. We need to have a certain amount of entrepreneurial spirit. But along with that entrepreneurial spirit, we need to run it within the auspices of, hey, I'm a CEO of a real business. This is an actual business, and I need to run it like that. And I have a duty not only to myself but the people around me to run it profitably, so that I can stay in business long term and so that I'm in a position to help people going forward.
Well, I think that's fantastic that such a program exists, and this is just one of many programs. Why don't you tell us about a few others before we get into our subject matter?
Well, we do have several different coaching programs. I'll tell you that we have something for everyone. I guess I could best put it that way. There's of course our Sharp CEO program, which is the kind of program that you'll see a lot of our top clients do. Somebody like a Leo Pareja, #1 Keller Williams agent worldwide, or a Ken Kellerman, he's one of the top agents in California, doing 500-600 transactions a year. Those kind of folks they're gonna be in a Sharp CEO program. Then we also have the Team of One one-on-one coaching, which is really designed more for people that would like to be involved in one-on-one coaching, but maybe aren't ready to do it at that high level. Maybe their budget won't allow for it, or maybe they're just not, their business just isn't quite ready for it. And so we'll get them into a Team of One one-on-one coaching, which is a structured phone call. Every other week they've got a structured call with their coach, and then they can also call and email their coach on a regular basis. Anytime they need something, if something's going on in their business, maybe they've got somebody they're going to hire, they want to know, hey, how do I advertise for this, to find this recruit? What contracts do I use to bring them on board? We'll even interview a lot of times some of the potential hires for our clients. And along with Team of One one-on-one coaching, we also include several of our other products. One of those is our small group mastermind sessions. A small group mastermind session is just what it sounds like. It's a group of agents across the country, and I actually host the call personally, and there'll be several different agents from across the country on the call, and you'll get to hear not only how I coach and train these other agents and answer their specific questions, but our clients also have the opportunity of asking questions on that call. and we really do focus a lot on our one-on-one clients during that call as well. So you can sign up for the group mastermind session on its own, and that's less expensive than if you're signing up, for example, for the team of one-on-one coaching. Or if you sign up for team of one, you get the group coaching for free. Another product that you get for free with either one of those two, whether you're in group or one-on-one, you get the Club Wealth Crusade to Cash Flow on-demand coaching, and you get that included with either one of those products, or you can buy this on your own as well. And that product is a video-delivered product every week. So what happens is, if I'm in one-on-one coaching, I'll have 1 week I'll have my one-on-one call, the next week I'll have my group call, and every week I will have a video-delivered product that is very specific. It's very timely, and it's pertinent to what's going on in the marketplace right now. And then finally, we also include, with any of those three products, we include our first 89 Days to Ridiculous REO and Short Sale Results program, which is a 15-week intense course. It's like drinking from a fire hose, information on short sales and REO. Now, it's important to note that we're not all about just REO and short sale. That's a piece of what we do, but it's really important that everybody on this call understand that while those things are great and while REO and short sale are a big part of the marketplace today, you need to position yourself and you need to plan your business around what's going to happen when that market shift occurs, and how am I going to stay vibrant and pertinent, and how am I going to stay ahead of that market so that when the market changes and REO and short sales begin to dry up, I don't want to be that. I don't want my business to dry up along with it. I want to make sure my business and my habits are and my systems are such that I can explode into greater productivity when the market changes into a retail environment again. So,
Mike, when I hear you talk about these coaching programs, I wonder, how much time should an agent invest in personal development, skill training, business development, and when I say business development, I'm really not talking about knocking on doors, but, in their own ability to be, to operate at the highest level. How much time should they invest, what you say, on a weekly basis, and how much of their budget should they allot for this type of training?
That's a great question, and I'll tell you that the higher producers spend a greater amount of their time and their budget on education than the lower producers do as a percentage of income. So, what will happen is you'll see lower producers, people that are new to the industry or people that aren't doing a lot of business, will spend very little on their education and very little time and money on learning how to be better. The bigger producers spend a huge portion of their budget on education, on attending events, on learning, and a huge portion of their time. I would say at a bare minimum, you ought to spend 10% of your time and your budget on education and working on your business. Give you an example. Agents that are stuck working in their business aren't working on it. They're not tweaking systems, which is what they really ought to be doing, is tweaking those systems, working on themselves, changing their mindset and the mindset of the people on their team, and growing and improving on a daily basis. I'll tell you, for me, over the last 20 years that I've been doing this, I have averaged over $35,000 a year on my personal education. And you really do. You need to treat it like a college education. What would you spend on college every year? And isn't it more important to spend money developing your business than it is to go out and buy a latte every day? And it just makes sense to me.
Well, I know that this has been a very challenging time for many people, and they're not, operating with as much cash as perhaps they were maybe a couple years ago. This is perhaps a time where they should be spending even more, isn't it?
It is, and I'm glad you brought that up because, one, I think it's great that people, and this is going to sound crazy, and there's going to be people on this call that are going to think I'm nuts when I say this, but I think it's great that the times have tightened up because I think it forces all of us to take a really hard look at where are we spending our dollars. And as we go back through our budgets, I think that a lot of people are finding a ton of waste where they're spending money in places that has absolutely no value and brings no return.